Blues Creek Guitars. Another one of our videos, and I think this is probably 7,402,000. Anyway, what I want to talk about is how to get the neck plane as good as you can. Now, this is going to require a neck set. You know that there's a neck set video out there. Just go to Blues Creek Guitars on YouTube and type in Dovetail, and you'll see, I think we have 5 videos in that series. So what I have to do is set this neck, and you can see by the way this neck looks, it is not ready to be set up yet. This is a 3-piece back, nice piece of East Indian rosewood, and right now I'm going to set the neck, and you'll see me in a few minutes when we come back so that I can show you what to do so that you can assure the best success for getting a good setup on your guitar. Alright, now to get the neck to be as straight as possible on your guitar, you've done your neck set, you've done your homework, you put your neck into the body. I got to trim my heel, and I'll show you how to get your neck plane dead on. A little more. Now, I'm trimming the heel, and I'm trimming that heel and what I like to do is I like to try to bring this taper off of the back onto the heel so that if I set it down I don't bump the heel. And here's a little trick for you to get it perfect. You take a piece of sandpaper on the flat surface, and I'm putting the weight right here on the heel of the headstock, like it's nice and trued up. Put this in here. Now, when I tighten my neck, you want to see everything pull tight, which it is in fact doing, and my neck not quite. Okay, now I'm happy with my neck. You can see that's on there. My neck is tight. So, I need to make this plane dead straight. I also want to make sure, as you've probably seen on my different videos, 25.5, you can see this is off a little bit, so I need to adjust that and bring that a little bit forward. I'm not happy with this, but I'm going to get this dead straight. One quick wipe. I need to roll that forward a hair. Now, I'm not going to worry a lot about dead on neck joint because I got to finish it. I'm going to have to do some scribing later. But I do want to get it close. And from the point of my neck here to where my saddle's going to be, I want to be 1/8 of an inch difference in this point back here. Almost there. Little rub. And I'm going to put this in with a clamp. Alright, from here to 25.5. Okay, right here. I'm just a hair over 1/8 of an inch. I can probably live with that. My top is dead flat. That's going to come up a little bit because of the humidity right now. We're in winter time. So I'm actually kind of happy with that. So if I put pencil lines here, this is where I want to get this to be dead flat. Okay? Now in order to do that, I removed, this is a Martin neck, so I actually removed the roll pins. The plywood can actually ride my neck. And you saw me on the granite plate, I was actually jointing the neck surface so that that could be dead true. And I'm just going to sand this off. You can see I'm taking the pencil mark down. Now what this is going to do, it's going to do two things. That's going to create this area to be dead flat, and it's also going to make this joint nice and crisp. So when I put my neck on, it's tight. Now you can see the pencil line has gone away. Okay? See how I'm going back and forth? Now you can see the pencil line, most of it has gone away. You can see that? If you look at my neck, here's my straight edge, and you can see that straight edge on here is just about perfect. Alright? So now that I have that nice and clean, I'm going to take another sanding block, and I'm just going to, I'm trying not to put a lot of weight on the neck. What I want to do, I want that to disappear. Now, the sandpaper just comes up a little bit. Almost there. And I'm riding the neck. My elbow, I have my neck block pinched. Almost. That's pretty close. I can see that I'm nice and straight. I'm pretty happy with my action line. Right now I'm just trying to feel how close I am. This is 9 thousandths. You can see 9 doesn't go through. We know that the paper here is about 2.5. So I'm almost there. Gonna just do a little more true up. So the tutorial that I put on the Kit Guitar forum about setting this up before Now you can see it in process. I don't see any light underneath there. So as far as I'm concerned, this is pretty good to go for now. I don't have finish on this guitar yet, so I'm not going to get too overly worked up, except that I want to get it pretty close because the finish is going to change things a little bit. And then I'm going to put the fingerboard into the pins on the neck. And then that'll be done. Okay, let me put the pins back in. If you don't have a Martin neck, you can put registration pins in simply by drilling right through a fret slot and using a brad nail. I've used toothpicks. You can use anything. All you want to do is set it up so the fingerboard doesn't walk away on you when you put the glue and clamp it up. Here we go. This fingerboard's going to be bound. And we can see that that's nice and straight. Okay, I have that clamped on there. When you look down the fretboard, you can see it looks pretty good. And I'm going to be able to, while this is on here, I can now chew it up with my little radius block. Now you saw me do an initial setup where I used the shorter block. Now this is a longer block. Okay? Because I'm going to true up the entire fingerboard. So I want a block that will cover the entire board. I can push down on this. I need to put something right underneath the neck block so it is supported, but you're going to see me put it underneath the foam pad. And I want to be under the neck block, alright? There we go. You can see the chalk is kind of scattering off now. And I'm trying not to put a lot of force on it. I'm just trying to let the block itself do the work. I'm using 120 grit sandpaper. Alright. Now, I'm really looking to get that 1/2 inch string height in front of the bridge when I'm strung up to full pitch. Right in this area, this is still hollow. Perfect. Now I can support it right in the middle. You can see, I don't know if you can pick up the the reflection, but we're starting to get this straight as an arrow. You can see it's cleaning up nicely. Now by putting my straight edge on here, and I'm looking, I mean that is, I'm talking very, very, very straight. I'm just cleaning up a little bit of the radius on the fingerboard, and this is going to go away pretty quick. A little bit down here yet. Now, what does this mean? That means that this plane is going to be straight as an arrow. That means the strings are going to be straight as an arrow. So I can adjust this neck to match the string so that I can use the least amount of relief in the neck to get a good playable guitar. John Guerin, he loves a very low action. The lowest action I have got is what we'd call a 1.5, 2. I mean, it was low and it didn't buzz. Now, if you really hammered it like a big bluegrass player would do, yeah, it would buzz. But if you were a finger picker and a light picker, it was great. You have to build the guitar for the clientele. After all, a blues player and a finger picker wants something different than a bluegrass player and the rock lead player. So build your guitar for your client. Don't build a guitar for you. Alright, so as you can see, I lay my straight edge on here, and I'm going to take a piece of paper, and this piece of paper, when I mic it, is 1/1000 thick. Maybe 1/1000. So, when I lay that on the edge, that's a Euclidean line, and that is not going in. So this neck and that fingerboard combination right now is dead straight. I would not be afraid to fret the neck now, but I prefer to fret the neck when the fingerboard is on the neck. That way I can see what's happening. So, this I hope explains how to prep the fingerboard, how to get that fingerboard dead plain, and just for one more shot, I want to take a bridge, and we put the bridge on here. This is long scale. So this is 25.5, right there without the frets. I'm just about, well, this is 9/1000. I can't get under. So once I put my frets on there, I'm going to be about a 1/16 over the top. That's not bad. That's how I want to set up my guitar. I hope that that helps you. I hope that makes it a little bit more understandable for you. And from my shop to yours, John Hall at Blues Creek, Again, thanks for your support. Glenn behind the camera, Tommy on the forum. Come and see us sometime. I actually got to take a little bit off of here.